Whatever comes, I need to be ready. The more full you are, the more energized you are, the more far you can travel.
The question we all want to know, what happens after death? Well, today I sit down at the Shaolin Temple Europe with Master Shi Heng Yi and ask him exactly that. Today's video was made possible at mulliganbrothers.com, where you can use code 2024 at checkout to get buy one, get one free on the Not a Journal Success Journals and the Memento Mori posters. Posters that remind you you're going to die. It's one of the most humbling experiences in your life and the most motivational tool that I use on a daily basis. Link down below, use code 2024 at checkout for buy one, get one free across the whole range. But before that, what happens after we die? Let's dive into the video.
What happens when we die?
I don't know what's happening with each individual. I can say what my observation, what my view tells me right now. It can't just stop. It can't just stop. Since the beginning that we were born, your heart goes up and down. Your heart pumps the blood. Your lungs, they inhale, they exhale. The stars turn. The earth is turning. It's the constant exchange between up and down, left and right, in and out, day and night. So something that I witness around, something that we are embedded in, is that existence and that interplay of two forces. In China, in Asia, we call them yin and yang. Now, if I would ask you right now, so how do you call this? Meaning, what time of the day do we have?
Nighttime.
Now, actually, I would now say, but I don't think so. It is nighttime because we are sitting right now here in Otterberg and are localized and are answering from our perspective being here. But let's say the real answer would be, it's day and night at the same time. It's based on from which perspective are you talking about. Now the funny part is, it has always been like this. But things seem different for us. We think that right now we are alive. Right now this is life. We are alive. Later, hopefully 50 years later, then comes death. So what is it that we are, let's say, thinking that life and death is something which happens chronologically, one after another? Who is saying, and it happened many times in the past, that life and death, both of them, is here right now? In the media, every day it happens. People die from one second to another, out of whatever reason. It's unlikely things can fall from the sky right onto you. It's also finished. The point is how we come up with the idea that death would be something that comes way after. So one way how I took this thinking process out for myself and what it means for me is, automatically when some thought like this gets really deep into you, what automatically happens is you appreciate the lifetime right now more, and you are more careful about what you do. Those two things automatically start to arise in the moment this thought enters into your flesh and blood. Yeah. So, and therefore, I prefer to not even think in these terms of death comes later, what comes later. I focus on what I can do right now with what has been given to me. This is what matters to me. Because what should I say? I think it's not going to happen if you have a person who during the lifetime is used to waste a lot of energy, waste a lot of lifetime. Even if you give him an afterlife, it's going to be the same. Because why else? From where should this switch of mentality suddenly come? So waiting for better times to come, that you change something about you, is not going to happen. It's an illusion you might think you're putting yourself into. You want to bring out something good, something, the better version about yourself. It's not going to happen in the next life. What you do right now, this is what you take to whatever gonna come afterwards. And this is now really also the reason why there are existing so-called Qigong methods, energy cultivation methods, aiming in exactly that. How I express this. If you are living, it's easy explained. If you are smoking a lot, if you're taking a lot of drugs, if you are taking a lot of intoxicants, and then right now you start to have a child, your child gets part of this information that you have embedded first of all into your body. At the same time, if you are educating, training your body, your mind in such a way and fill your body up with information, let's say positive information, and then you pass it on. Also, this type of information goes to your child. So, the better you are developing yourself, the more easy it is going to become for your child to go on, because he has already something that you, let's say, worked for, that you developed already. So everything that you are attaining, I think it is not getting lost afterwards. It's not getting lost. You can build up upon it. For me, this means, for example, how can it be sometimes child are born nowadays and you realize they have a super high, let's say, resonance with music. How come that they just saw the instrument the first few times and then they already like, it's strange. It's too good to that it's the first time. Well, because it probably is not the first time. And now, just for the question that some people might be thinking, so what you're saying is that from generation to generation there is something being passed on. Of course it's like this. It's just what we know is our DNA, our genes, they definitely have some type of information being passed on in relation to our skin color, in relation to the shape of our face, the shape of our nose. Because you and me, we have never met our grandfathers, but if you would see a picture of him, you would recognize there's something similar between you and him. So 5, 6, 7 generations and still something is passed on physically wise. Yeah, and I think it's not just physically wise. I also think something is passed on when it comes to spiritually wise. So if you develop yourself in a certain spiritual way in this lifetime already, I think it has some effect for future generations. Yeah, and this is like the whole idea why, for me personally, I do this type of practices, because I think if you want to travel far, like a spaceship, you need a lot of fuel one day. You need a lot of energy one day. And what is this Qigong about? Learning to nourish yourself with Qi, with energy. So to a certain extent in this type of practices, the reasons why you still see people doing these breathing exercises, people are still crazy sometimes about this Qigong, is because it's very essential and fundamental practice for us in Asia to also, let's say, increase your energy. And the more full you are, the more energized you are, the more far you can travel. So I don't know where and what's going to come after life. I just make sure right now that I do my practices, and that whatever comes, I need to be ready. I don't know what's going to come.
One of the most important questions that you guys have asked, I hope that helps. Today's video was made possible at mulliganbrothers.com. We are having an end of year sale. As always, use code 2024 at checkout for buy one, get one free on the Not a Journal to help you guys get ready for the new year. The success journal that actually gets stuff done. It breaks down your goals every single day. You reaffirm them, your weekly, your monthly, your daily goals, your life goals. You reaffirm them every single day. You break them down into a task list, and you get stuff done. It's buy one, get one free, including the posters as well. The Memento Mori posters that are designed to remind you that you're gonna die. That's on my fridge every single day. That's my life plotted out. I have to fill that in. It's the most humbling experience from being reminded that there's a box on there that I won't fill in. Trust me, you live with passion and purpose every single day. Linked down below. It helps support projects like this. We have shot some more amazing content with Master Shi Heng Yi, so hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, join the community and the conversation down below. Who do you want to see next? Let us know. Have a blessed and productive day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.